Yeah, I think we're just gonna beat this game. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to another episode of Digseum? Digseum. Boy. 2 clicks and it's gone. There might not be much left. We will see. It seemed like most... Oh, there's still more relics here. There literally wasn't enough room for all of the relics. There we go. Or relics. Dream shards. So we might actually have to go through a couple of these. I almost kind of wish some of the upgrades had actually been around, like, expanding the locations. You know, adding extra layers or just increasing their, like, lateral, you know, their overall dimensions. I don't know, it feels like there's a... I feel this about a lot of games, admittedly, but it feels like there's an even better game hiding under the crust of this one. And this is already very good, extremely compelling, solidly done. We are actually going to have a singularity of people packed into this museum. I can't even tell how many people are moving through this museum per second. I don't even know where they're getting... I've bankrupted the world, I know that much. We're having 2,660 people per minute going through just to see these exhibits, which is an insane amount of people going through a museum, let's be honest here. Let's see, is that all of them? Should be. No, we found all 30. But like, it is a truly mind-boggling amount of people coming through. And I cannot imagine there's any wealth left in the world. I'm reminded of, as goofy as this is going to sound, need to lean back a little bit. I'm reminded of how in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, it seems like their entire society is based around this stupid card game, where at every moment... everything, like, all disputes are handled with a card game. Whole cities shut down so the card game can happen. Everybody has a deck and is obsessed with it, and the economy has to be at least, like, heavily hinged on a silly children's card game. And, like, it feels like this whole world has shifted and changed itself to specifically fit the idea of going to this museum for some reason. Hence why I was kind of hoping there would be a reveal at some point that, yes, we are in fact an Eldritch monstrosity that is creating a people singularity for our own powers for some reason. And... like, not to say that, I don't know. I don't know what I would say. Really, it's just, I think that would be a really neat and very funny, like, plot twist towards the end of this game, seeing as it actually does have a character that does talk to you just a little bit. Okay, so now it's time to go to Cloud Top Castle. Last time I was having trouble mining through it. We're gonna have no problems this time around. There's a possibility we might run out of stamina here. No, we're not. Those ghosts are just obscenely effective. Okay. So what about upgrades? We can increase our stamina, but that's about it. And yeah, I cannot afford to go there. So easiest thing for me to do is prestige. Okay, so what else can we afford? Every 1,000 levels, relic value massively increases, or wishes grant additional levels. Yeah, locked until you reach the astral plane. Okay. So we've got a little bit more, and then I have to figure out how to get to the astral plane. And it should be easy enough. Considering I'm just deleting everything. And yes, some of these are getting past level 100, which I think is massive value. Oh, I think we have to go back to the mud flats. Mud pit, yeah, we didn't get everything. Alright, I think we're good to go. Okay, Secrets of the Forest. I don't know. At this point, it's one of those where, like, I don't really have much else to do, but I need to see where this goes. That's actually a really satisfying place to be for some games, where it's just like, there is, you know, the core gameplay loop, or the promise of the story, or whatever is enough to get me to, I mean, one, to get me to do another video. And that's something that I am actively trying to do a little bit more of nowadays, is specifically going back and actually finishing games that I want to finish. Oh, this probably is the astral plane. It certainly does look kind of astral plane-y. Because I want to appreciate games a little bit more, especially the ones that stick out, the ones that catch my attention. And admittedly, like, maybe I'm not always the best judge of, like, what's good or not. I have specific tastes. Even, like, in the middle of the previous video, Shell and I had a conversation about, like, is this even a good game? As from, like, an outward perspective, it does look kind of basic. But it's one of those where, like, games can be a lot of things. For me, they're kind of a mixture either between something that gives me an experience I wouldn't normally otherwise have. Sometimes they're also just toys, and it's kind of fun to have a really good toy. And this one very much fits that toy monikered label quite well. And I cannot help but be drawn to the design of it. Oh, we're getting stupid amounts of levels. We get a point per thing we find in the jungle, which includes the dream shards. So these things are shooting up in terms of, like, level value extremely quickly, because we're finding so many dream shards all at once. That's a lot of, like, really clever math being thrown in. Where, how to describe it? Everything is contributing to some degree of the progression system, and admittedly, like, there's almost no fine-tuned control. In the first video, I was talking about agency a bit, and I keep waffling back and forth on whether or not this game has good agency. And I think the answer is ultimately no. I don't think it actually has particularly great agency. It's very much limited. It's limited because there aren't that many options. It's all just, how would I describe it? There's only really one full upgrade path that you can take, largely because your resources are so high. Let's see. I could do another. We could go for pickaxe area. Slows me down a little bit. Let's just prestige again. I know we need to get to the astral plane, but I wanted to max out everything first. Okay, now we are properly maxed out. I've got 580, and astrology is gonna have to wait. Nice part is, +5 levels to all owned relics, which should make my money go, like, lose its mind after each and every one of them hits 100. I need some mechanical help here. Give me a second. I didn't realize this is a clicker game, but hey, here we are. Let's see. Where is it? There it is. Auto clickers are useful for more than just clicker games. I don't know how many relic levels we have in each relic, but I know that's a goofy amount. Alright, what upgrades can we afford? All of them. Almost all of them. Stamina still seems like it has some upgrades. Okay. We go back for another one. But yeah, I'd love to see a slightly slower, more methodical version of this that really makes it work, but also has a lot of different things that you can kind of fine-tune. I think the big one is very much the build. One of the reasons why I liked To the Core because it had a really good core gameplay loop, that it actually was a legitimately fun incremental game to just play. The digging, the mining, that fine-tuned control was very enjoyable. This kind of has some aspect of that, but not to the same degree. The actual core gameplay loop of clicking on tiles and excavating relics, that really didn't change. Sure, the radius is even bigger, but that's about it. Can I see what levels these are? Oh, level 3000. That's a lot. We're just going to go through the whole list, get to the astral plane, and see what it gives me. And so, the reason why it works in okay, so To the Core had a really good core gameplay loop, but actually didn't have that much agency. It was mostly where do you put your money. And, like, ultimately, your resources very much were usually up to the task, so unless you were, like, really hyper-focusing on boosting X or Y or Z, generally all players end up with the same build, especially by the end where you've unlocked everything. Compared to, say, Norp Apolog, where that is literally impossible, that there's only so much of the stone fragments that you can acquire over the course of a run, which means that, you know, it means that your build is always limited, kind of, I mean, by the number of shards you have, but then also based on the choices that you make, hence agency. I don't think it's really a black mark against this game, far from it, but it's one of those to kind of keep in mind, especially if you're watching this video and you're making an incremental game, that some level of player choice can actually can make a game feel just so much better, and especially within the incremental genre, it feels almost necessary if you want to make one of the, like, really legendary ones. I think this is still very enjoyable, and I'm having a good time with it. Namely because it keeps giving layers, which I will say still kind of surprises me that we can't dig down extra layers in the actual, like, digging game, because that almost feels like it would have been a perfect element to this, of, like, having them go deeper and deeper. At this point, there might not be oxygen in this building. It's gotta smell like the worst body odor in here either. Or, like, as well, like, have you ever gone to a convention, gaming, anime, whatever, and, like, been in the crowd? It always smells super bad. And, like, all it takes is a couple of people who don't have the common decency to take care of themselves to kind of ruin things. There we go. Now can we, oh yeah, we can get to Rainbow Bridge. It is not, in fact, what? Oh, well. Dude, we're standing on a rainbow. How does this work? I don't even know. It looks like we're standing on thin air. This is amazing. I feel like I'm just gonna find Nyan Cat. As I said it, there it was. Okay, so we might actually want to come back here and find every single relic in the area. Just because. If I wish, it's going to give levels to each of those artifacts, and we want to make sure that we have each of them unlocked. Let's see, we just need that key. Otherwise, the wishes, I'm not going to say they're going to miss, but there's the key. Perfect. They're not going to upgrade that one, and it feels like it's going to kind of undercut my options. Ooh. Speaking of, Cloudtop Fortress has one as well. There's a weird little guy. I probably should have thought of that beforehand, but whatever. 5 to the 26. We're pretty close. I'll snag one of those. Oh, that was actually pretty expensive. I'm just gonna boost my income. We're gonna go down to 700. Okay, astral plane. Perfect. Getting big. I don't even know where we are anymore. How did we even get here? Feels like we're in space. Gravity feels light and the stars appear so close. It's really pretty. Wow. Hey, you know, I'm really glad we ended up starting this museum together. It led us across the world from the deepest caves to the tallest mountains. We nearly froze to death. We nearly burned to death. We saw the world from on top of a cloud. Everything we've done has been so amazing. Thanks for sticking with me through it all. Alright, let's get to digging again. How are we digging in the astral plane? Oh gosh, this is actually pretty tough. Is it just all dream shards all the way down? Is there anything else? Well, oh. There's an infinite amount of dream shards in here. But what I'm looking for is not the dream shards. If we see anything that isn't a dream shard, we need to go for it ASAP. Got it. I don't think there's anything else. Angel Teardrop and a star piece. And then more dream shards. Okay, so we still have 2 more. Some kind of globe thing and a sword. Boy, this is gonna just kind of invalidate. Oh, there it is. It's gonna invalidate like a whole bunch of the grind. Okay, all we need is the sword. And then I can just burn wishes on these things and make like infinite money. Though who knows? This is the sword? There. Okay. Now we've got one of everything. There we go. Cosmic sword, star piece, and more things. Okay. So now we now we prestige. And either the game functionally ends or we get more. Astrology. Increase the value of dream fragments. Unlock a new location. Well, I can't do any more. Yeah, we can't boost our stamina much anymore. There's no more upgrades to be had in the dream tree that I know of. And also the money is good. Because each of these are maxed out, right? Yeah. Yeah, so unless there's more that I have not seen, this might be the end. Brink of reality. Needs 1,000 to get in. Oh. Is that 700 right there? Cripes. Well, that makes it easy to go to the brink of reality. Oh, we do have that one upgrade that makes it so I scale even further based on how many dream shards I have. Well, let's unlock Brink of Reality. This place feels strange. Do you feel that? It's like there's a dark energy emanating from somewhere around here. I have a bad feeling about this place, and everything appears so warped and weird. It's like the universe is falling apart the longer we stand here. But I'm also curious what lies beneath the surface here. Don't lose focus. This place is dangerous. Nothing. Maybe there's 3 things. Okay, we've maxed our stamina. Okay, and I need 1,000 every time I go. Easy enough for me to just burn my energy. Not like it really matters. There's no more upgrades. So we don't need more money. We just need to find whatever is here. I was kind of hoping there'd be more prestige upgrades. Got it. What's that? There's some weird particles coming off of it. Looks like nothing I've ever seen before. Feels like I shouldn't get too close to it. Whoa, it's getting bigger? What's happening? Hey, we gotta get out of here. It's gonna swallow us. Run! Ah! Hey, wake up, sleepyhead. Today's the big day. It's the grand opening of our museum. We're gonna have the biggest and the best museum in the world. It must have been having a crazy dream. You were muttering some weird things under your breath. Something about dream fragments and astral plane or something? I don't really know what those words mean, huh? Anyway, we have this old museum, but we don't have anything to show off quite yet, so let's get digging for some cool things. Still feeling groggy. What will you do? Go back to sleep. Well, that was fun. Yeah, this is going to be a members-only bonus video. I wanted to see the ending of this. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good. It definitely needed more, but for $3, it's impossible for me to complain. And that's really all I have to say about it. It's a solid little game. It was fun. I want more games like this where I can beat it in functionally like one sitting, 2 hours tops maybe. I love making short, cute little games like this one. That's fair. I still would love to see like a Digseum 2 that, you know, just pushes a little bit more. You know, each of those nodes on the talent tree, if they had like A or B option or something like that. Or, you know, I don't know, some number of things. Maybe even, as silly as it sounds, mid-run upgrades. You know, you complete a map, or you get a level, or you get a certain relic, or maybe you just randomly find a temp bonus. Oh, you know what, that would be it, is if you could actually find temp bonuses while going around digging. As kind of like a bonus thing per round. I don't know. The sky's the limit on a lot of these games, and it feels like this is such a good foundation for something. And I hopefully get to see another game like it from this developer. Rat something. Sorry, too many developers. Rat Monthly. Oh, so they might be short little like 1 game per month deals. Or one game per month, you know, make a quick game fast as you can. I like that though. It's a good way of kind of iterating, and every once in a while you'll stumble across something cool. But for now at least, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.